What is up, everybody? I am Chaz. That there is Drew. Welcome to episode one of whatever the name of this thing is going to end up being. Drew, how's it going?
I'm good, man. Doing real good. Got a juicy pump. About 2 hours ago, came home, showered, ate, talked to the woman. Now we're here. So yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna talk about. Um, just here, bro.
All right, I got some things written down. You want to go with a sports topic first or a movie topic first?
Let's do a movie topic first.
All right. So, late night movie watching. When you're not, I'm not necessarily watching a movie late at night. More so, you're winding down for the evening. You're not really invested in the movie. Do you go with a comfort movie or do you go with a new movie?
No, it's definitely got to be one that you've seen before. Because when I do that, it's mostly background noise, and most of the time it's a comedy. Um, just to like get some laughs in before I go to bed. Because I feel like if you're watching a new movie, um, now when you say late night movie and you said it doesn't necessarily have to be a late night, there have been times where I watched a new movie late at night, but like I was like mentally prepared to watch a movie, be invested, not play on my phone, just be chilling and watching. Most of the time, it is a comedy. Like the first time I watched Bullet Train, it was like 11 o'clock at night.
I got you. Yeah. If I'm watching a movie to wind down for bed, it's definitely going to be a comfort movie because it's something like you said. It's background noise. It's something that you're not really invested in. You're on your phone, and then eventually you can either just turn the sleep timer on and fall asleep, or turn the movie off, and you're like, I'm not that upset that I didn't finish watching this. I made the mistake last week of watching two of the Planet of the Apes movies, and I watched the second one. The second one's Rise, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or is it Dawn? I don't know.
Never.
The second
the
one.
longest part of the Apes movies I've seen have been the trailers.
All right, the second one, whatever the second one is, I watched that after I got home that evening, and then I finished that up probably around I don't know 11:30. And I'm like, you know what?
The dawn of the mid-morning, afternoon snack.
All of
Dusk.
it. Yep.
Planet Earth of
the
apes
Yep.
/ monkeys.
So I finished up that one. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start this third one. I'm gonna start it and then watch about half of it, then go to bed. And then I get about halfway through and I'm like, nope, I'm too invested.
I will say there's one thing that like I didn't realize that people did until I started dating my fiance. She will start a movie knowing damn well that she's not going to finish it that night with the intent of picking it up later in the week. I don't know why that makes me so mad, but it pisses me off.
I can see where you're coming from. I've definitely done that before. Like knowing like I want to watch this, but I don't have time to watch it in its entirety right now.
Mm.
But no, I agree with you. If I'm gonna watch, especially a new movie, if I'm gonna watch a new movie, I would want to sit down and watch. Good grief, sit down and watch it all the way through.
Are you having a stroke?
I might be.
Sit, watch, down,
sit,
watch. Why? Watch, sit in my ass. James Bond, have strong Bond.
Pretty much.
Call ambulance.
But yes, I know what you mean. I want to sit down and watch it all the way through.
Okay. Yeah, I think you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who would prefer the other one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, and when I do fall asleep to movies, or and watching a late night movie, it's most of the time it's a comedy because it's not that serious. Because as soon as you choose like a thriller or like an action movie, That's how they get you invested, and then you stay up watching it. That's exactly what happened to me.
Yep.
Not
No.
not much comedy in the Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah. I guess on those late nights, are you more of a show or a movie guy? Or a comedy special guy? Lately.
Depends on the mood.
I know like throughout our friendship you've done the comedy special, you've done the movies, but like lately since like the past 6 weeks, what would you say?
I would probably say movies definitely, because again, a show is when you get invested, unless it's a
Mm-hmm.
comfort show, like Office, The Friends,
Seinfeld.
Brooklyn Nine Nine, something like that,
Yeah.
where you've seen it at least once, if not twice, all the way through. But yeah,
Sorry.
recently it's been movies. Disney Plus is a
Disney Plus is
solid
solid.
go to
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry if
because
you
most of
seem
those movies you've seen.
grown up on. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, I keep checking my phone. My sister's in Texas right now, and her flight got canceled. She was supposed to be here an hour and a half ago. She has not taken off. Um, her flight got canceled, and then they found her another flight that they had a spare seat on, and it has kept getting delayed. She
is
was
weather bad?
initially. I have no idea what it is. Oh, let me look up Dallas weather. Yeah, like she was so she was supposed to get here at 8:30, and then she was supposed to get here at 10:30, and her now ETA is 12:51.
Awesome.
Yeah, and guess
Good
who's
thing you don't
picking
live
her
super
up?
far from the airport.
Yeah, it's about a half hour.
It's not too bad.
Dallas, Texas. Yeah, it's thunderstorming,
Yeah, that'll do it.
but hold on, let me Google it. I was on the Apple weather app. Dallas, Texas weather. Weather. It is the Weather Channel. Very nice. Marginal risk of severe weather. 95% humidity. That's nice. That's real good. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Oh, now I'm looking at the looking at the radar. And we're looking. According to this, it is currently clear. So I don't know if it's the weather or not. Is it
Technical
weather?
difficulties.
Yeah, I don't know. The only time that uh, the only time I've ever been delayed that long was actually the first time I flew. I was supposed to, so I was flying down to Daytona out of Atlanta. I had a wedding to go to, and I was supposed to take off at 7:15. I ended up not taking off until 12:15. Yeah, but this was also like, I don't know if you remember, but it was like COVID was still kind of happening. Like I wore a mask to the airport. This was this was December of 2021. So we're kind of at the tail end of COVID, but this was also the same time where the baggage employees were on strike.
Mm.
So it wasn't the fact that they didn't have pilots or the planes. It was they couldn't get the bags. I was really pissed because I didn't check a bag.
You're like, this ain't my problem.
This isn't my problem. Load up the plane. Let's go. There's only like 30 of us anyway. Let's move.
Find me a puddle jumper.
That's right. Get your shit and go. I'll load the bags. Let me out there. Like, yeah, it wasn't like the pilots or the planes or the weather. It was because they didn't have baggage guys to get our stuff on the plane. Because I don't know if you remember, there was a baggage worker strike going on at that time. But I did end up getting on the plane. It really pissed me off because I didn't have a check bag. It was only the check bags that I have problems with.
Didn't affect you. You're just sitting
I was
there
like, come on, just fly the PJ. I know you got one. Shoot me on over. But
get me there. Right. All right. But
another
you
day,
bring
another tangent. Sorry.
there you go. No, this is perfect. This is a pretty good segue, not gonna lie. Because I was on the phone with my lovely wife before on here, and I was telling her that you were gonna pick your sister up from the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, where is she flying from? And I was like, I don't know.
DFW. Actually, no. She flew into DFW. Now she's at Lovejoy.
Yeah, she was like, why don't you know? And I was like, I didn't ask. He didn't tell. Like,
Bro,
what do you want me to know? And she's like, why don't guys ask questions?
because it's not important. Why does it matter where she's flying from?
My point exactly.
Respectfully. She was,
Like, she's flying. That's all I need to know.
She's
That's
flying.
all I got.
Drew is picking her up from the airport. That's all we need to know. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that affects you.
Exactly.
Because yeah, I mean, she had an internship like kickoff thing, and the company she's interning for is headquartered in Texas. So I dropped her off Monday morning, picking her up Wednesday afternoon. Well, it's Thursday. Her ETA is now Thursday morning, early Thursday morning, but still Thursday morning.
Thursday. We're being technical here. Thursday morning.
Technicalities. Yeah, dude, she's been up since 5, so I feel bad for her.
Yeah, so as mentioned, my lovely wife, she's flown a lot the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
One time, this is all for work. She was in Tempe, Arizona, and as you know, as opposed to Tempe, Oklahoma.
Is there a Tempe, Oklahoma?
I don't. That's.
Can you Google it now?
There could be. So she was flying from Tempe back to Jacksonville, and
Temple. Sorry.
yeah, close enough. And she had food poisoning during this, and then her flight got delayed, and it wasn't a direct flight. She flew from Tempe to DC down to Jacksonville, all with food poisoning, all after being up. Hold on. So I was up at like, I don't know, 11
I
midnight.
don't know if this matters, but what airline was she on?
I want to say Delta, but it may not have been Delta, which is why she didn't take a direct flight.
Well, if it had been Delta, she would have stopped in Atlanta.
So yeah, it wasn't Delta.
Yeah.
Probably American then.
Anyway.
Or maybe in Southwest. I don't know. It wasn't. Huh. But so I don't know. She said she was getting on the plane.
Those are the questions we ask. Nothing important.
Nothing. What airline was it?
What airline was she on? Who should I be mad at?
I was up at like midnight or so.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have been, but I was. And when she got on the plane, which I guess that makes it like 9 o'clock.
Arizona time?
Yeah. Arizona's weird though with their daylight savings. So I think they should be in Mountain, but they're in Pacific. We have technology.
Yep, I do love technology. It is currently 7:04 there.
So they're in Pacific time.
They are in Mountain Standard. However, what the hell is Tuba? There are 2 time zones in Arizona. So the west, I don't know exactly where the line is, but wherever Tuba City, Arizona is, Tuba City is on the east, and it is 8:05 there right now. And I guess Phoenix is on the west side of that line. So it's 7:05. The majority of the state is 3 hours behind the EST.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yep.
So she took off at like 9, or boarded at like 9 o'clock Arizona time, Tempe time, and then she didn't get back to her house until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. So she had been up a good 12 hours, if not more, with food poisoning and traveling. That I don't know how she did it. I would have curled up into a ball.
What the fuck? Sorry. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at a map of time
I
zones.
figured time zones are weird, man.
I just want you to look at this. I told you we were going to share our screens. I just want to point out the fact that Salt Lake City and Denver are in the same time zone as Costa Rica.
How does that make sense?
Costa Rica is closer to Atlanta than much. Like you go straight north from Costa Rica. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Apologies to those who are audio only.
I don't care. But you go straight north from Costa Rica, you might legitimately be east of Atlanta. It's close. That's crazy.
Okay, now, in defense, the world is not flat, contrary to belief.
That's true. That is true. I wonder.
So,
hold on. Let's see if they got latitude and longitude on this thing. Okay. Latitude's flat. Longitude is okay. So they are 84. I'm just gonna call that 84.05. I don't really know the actual. So 84. Remember that 84.
84.
And we are 84.23. We are
Same.
further west than Costa Rica.
Slightly.
It's nuts. And they are 2 hours behind us.
Weird.
But again, I do understand the Earth is not flat. So I guess you got to take they're a lot closer to the equator than we are.
Much.
So it takes longer for them to make a rotation. So
that is true.
I guess that makes sense.
That you bring up a real point. But yeah, tangenting off this tangent happens a lot.
Well, because it happened, like, I noticed that in Florida, too. Like, the sun definitely stays up longer.
Oh, yeah.
In Florida. And that's only, like, I'm only talking, like, 8 hours by car south. And Costa Rica is much further south than that. So,
much.
I guess it makes sense.
So, but changing off this tangent, going back to sports, that's going to happen a lot. Just FYI, people listening, that's going to happen a lot.
I'm not going to apologize. I will never change.
A lot of the professional sports teams' divisions don't necessarily make sense. Like, for example, the Braves are in the NL East. The Pittsburgh Pirates are further east than the Braves, yet are in the NL Central.
Geography.
And what's even weirder is that the Braves and Falcons used to be in the Western divisions of their conferences or leagues or whatever you want to nitpick.
Huh.
Which is crazy. Like in the 90s, the Braves were in the NL West. So they're playing, the Giants, the Dodgers, the Padres a lot. So they're having a lot of late first pitch times. I mean, I can't handle when the Braves are in California. First pitch is 10:10. I ain't staying up that late. I mean, I love the Braves a lot. I ain't staying up that late.
Right. So, hold on. I'm a visual guy. I'm going to figure that out. I'm not going to, no. Okay, so Damn. We are really by ourselves down here.
They're trying to change that though with the Nashville team.
I'd be okay with that. But still, man, I understand like Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. Like I understand like there's not like the biggest city out of the states that I just named is probably New Orleans, and you've already got Houston right there just across the bay.
Yeah.
Um, but I say across the bay, but you know what I mean. Um, but like, there's just so much real estate here, bro. Look at Colorado. Holy crap! To be fair, there's like 12 people in Montana. Um, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, but still. Anyway, so you're saying currently we are the Braves,
Yep.
the Nationals, the Mets, the Marlins, and the Phillies.
Correct.
Okay, so I, just based off of pure geography, it probably should be the Braves, the Rangers, the Astros, the Rays, and the Marlins.
Oh, baseball is different than football because in baseball, it's East, West, Central.
Mm-hmm.
There's no North and South.
Mm-hmm.
And because the United States is more populated on the
In the
eastern
East.
side than the western side, there's a lot more
by far.
teams in the east.
By far.
But yeah, if you're going
Hockey's like that too.
if you're going strictly off of geography and keeping the leagues the same, National and American, then yes, the Pirates should be in the East, not the Braves.
Yes. Yes.
Which,
I think the only reason that the Pirates aren't in the East is because of the Phillies. And there's got to be some history there.
Yeah, that probably. But
like at the time that they made like the initial line, yeah, I could see it going down like that, kind of.
Mm-hmm. I guess if you're slanting it, trying to get taking into account population density, probably.
Yeah, if you're going like right here, I'm not gonna lie. Gun to my head, you said what division are the Orioles in? I couldn't tell you. But like, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
The NFL is a little bit better. Now basketball.
Come on now.
Now basketball and hockey, it's the conferences are East and West. So like that already is the dividing line. Which there's still some that don't make sense to me. Like it's crazy to me that the Pelicans are in the West. Because geographically they should not be in the West. But again, due to population densities, you kind of have to pick someone that happens to be towards the east onto the west.
Based on our geography, I mean the NFC South is not bad. Because you got the Falcons,
that's about right.
Panthers, the Saints, and then the Bucks. It just feels so weird that it's not. I don't know. Because like I would probably like if you went again strictly based off of geography, it should probably be all the Florida teams should be in the same division. Like that's just
you put all the 3 Florida teams, then you I guess lump in the Falcons probably.
Lump in the Falcons, and then you could go
Saints,
3.
Cowboys, and then I'd probably throw in Tennessee. Yeah.
Because that and boom, there's your NFC South and your AFC South, and then Carolina
would be in the East.
Would be the East.
So let's work north to south and then meet in the middle. So you got Patriots, Bills,
Giants, and Jets.
Yeah, that's one. And then you probably go Panthers.
These 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Eagles was hard to see there. Yep,
the Eagles, Ravens, Commanders, and Steelers would all be a division. That does kind of leave Carolina hanging out to dry. But it would still make sense for them to play the Ohio's, Indianapolis, and Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then Detroit, Chicago, Green Bay, and Minnesota would all be one. And then, the Chiefs.
That already is one. Look at that.
Yeah, look at there. Good job, guys. And then, the Chiefs would be kind of screwed.
The Chiefs are already in the West, too, so, I mean.
So, what you would do is the 4 California teams, boom, division.
And then you got Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals,
and then the Chiefs,
Seahawks.
Broncos, Cardinals, and Seahawks.
What is that division name? Leftovers?
God's country?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
You want to do NHL or
we do
NBA left?
We do NBA.
NBA teams by geography.
Map.
Geography. Images.
Let's see here.
I'm the map. 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 I'm the map.
Also, weirdly enough, the NFL is the only professional league of the Big Four in America, North America, that don't have a Canadian team.
The NFL?
Yep.
That is correct.
Buffalo's close enough.
Yeah, but the NHL, I mean, they have like 5 or 6 Canadian teams. The MLB has the Blue Jays.
And then NBA has the Raptors.
Huh.
RIP the Expos, though. Baseball, they used to have 2 until they moved the Expos to DC.
Tough, isn't it?
Tough. All right, East and West. So the dividing line is like from Pelicans, Memphis, T-Wolves are all starting the Western Conference.
Yeah, so the line is like that.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Anthony Edwards.
Yes, sir. Bring yes. So are we gonna? We're gonna erase that line for right now.
Yep.
This is based just off of geography. I think these 4 teams. Wait, how many teams are in? They don't do
32.
Divisions.
They do, but they don't matter.
But they don't matter. They matter for scheduling purposes.
I think so. I think so. But not even. It's
How
still
many,
you.
How many in each division?
4.
Okay. Boom.
But so you play everyone in your conference 3 times, maybe everyone in your division 4.
Okay.
And then everyone in the other conference twice.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll stick with 4. Boom. Atlanta, Charlotte, Orlando, and Miami.
I'm pretty sure that is it.
Good job, NBA. If that is the case.
I think that's I'll look that up while we're doing.
I was about to say, man, I can only do so much.
I'll look that up.
Thank you. See, now this is going to get tough. This is going to be tough because I'm already looking ahead, and you've got the 3 Texas teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, well, who do you lump in as the 4th team, New Orleans or Oklahoma?
All right. So, yes, the Southeast Division is the Hawks. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, tell me how many teams there are in each division first.
There's 5.
5? Oh, perfect.
There's 30. There's 30 teams in the NBA. I thought, why was I thinking there was 32?
We don't know ball.
Okay, so the 5 in the Southeast:
perfect.
Hawks, Wizards, Hornets, Magic, Heat.
Hawks, Wizards. Oh, nope. All right, we're gonna change that. Pelicans, Hawks, Hornets, Magic, Heat.
All right.
Rockets, Spurs, Mavs, Thunder, Grizzlies. Boom. Southeast, Deep South, or whatever you want to call it.
Spurs, Grizzlies, Rockets, Mavericks, Pelicans.
Spurs, Grizzlies, Mavs, Rockets, Pelicans. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that sucks.
Well, we bumped Memphis over toward we bumped New Orleans over. So you probably
That's
take
right.
you
That's
probably
right. So
take the
yeah,
Nuggets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang, right there. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, I forgot New Orleans was.
Oh, yeah.
So New Orleans, Southeast, Memphis, Southwest. Well, Southwest, South Central.
Okay.
All right,
I'm with you.
Let's head up to the Northeast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is where it gets kind of tough.
This is where it gets tough because you're screwing Milwaukee. But I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, I'd say so.
and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we got Portland, Sacramento, Golden State, and then the LA teams in a common division. We got the Suns, Jazz, Nuggets, T Wolves, and Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bulls, Pacers, Pistons, Cavs, Raptors.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the Northeastern metropolitan teams in one.
Mm-hmm.
I would say out of all of them, basketball probably has it pretty right too.
Has it the closest?
So the divisions actually are we already said the Southeast, which is Hawks, Wizards, Hornets, Magic, Heat. The Eastern Central is Cavs, Pistons, Pacers, Bucks, Bulls.
You said Cavs, Pistons, Pacers, Bucks. Okay.
And then the Atlantic is Raptors, Celtics, Knicks, Nets, Sixers.
Okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
And then Western, we got the Pacific, which is Warriors, Clippers, Kings, Suns, Lakers.
Warriors, Clippers, Kings, Suns, Lakers. Okay. I see
The Southwest is Spurs, Grizzlies, Rockets, Mavs, Pelicans.
Spurs, Grizzlies, Rockets, Mavs, Pelicans. Okay.
And then in the Northwest is the Jazz, the Blazers, the Thunder, the T-Wolves, and the Nuggets.
That's pretty good. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
The only absolute oddity is the Thunder. Yeah. But in the Thunder's defense, they were Seattle.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Yeah, like if you look at it like with a historical perspective, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But looking at it just face value in 2024, this shit don't make any sense. But I get it. Our strategy doesn't really make that much sense either because you're kind of screwing Milwaukee. So one of these teams is getting screwed. Either way.
Pretty much.
All right, who's next? NHL?
NHL, yeah.
NHL.
Bring hockey back to Atlanta.
Teams by Amen, brother.
It's weird to me that Ohio, in just about every other sport, Cleveland has a team in baseball, in football, in NBA, not in hockey. Cincinnati has one in baseball and football, but hockey in Ohio goes to Columbus.
Yes, there is some history there. Couldn't tell you what the history is, but there is history there.
And I think because hockey is more spread out because you have Canada in there, you can't really give two teams to Ohio.
Correct. What in the world? I'm trying to find it broken out already for us. This might be good. This could work. And there's definitely You're going to see some obvious. Wait, no, that's a realignment map. That's not right. All right, this picture's not that big. It's a puzzle.
Yes,
But
we can make do.
oh, here we go. I made it bigger. That's what
Wonderful.
She said. Sorry.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you. I will also like to say that. Boom. There we go.
There we are.
There we are. Yeah, this is good. Hold on, let me just I'm a hockey fan. I'm a pretty new hockey fan. So let me give me 2 seconds. I know that I think it's the Atlantic, the Metropolitan, the something and the something. NHL division.
I feel like because Canada is thrown into the mix a lot more when it comes to hockey, there is a lot more teams in the northeastern part of the U.S. / the southeastern part of Canada.
So there's the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. The red is the Atlantic Division.
Okay. I like this.
Yeah, and the yellow is the Metropolitan Division. And then the blue is in the Western Conference. This is the Central Division. And
Makes
then
sense.
the green is the Pacific Division.
All right. The Western Conference already makes a lot more sense than the Eastern.
Yes, because there's history here. There's less history here.
It's just kind of like, oh, that's where you are? All right.
Yeah, these teams are a lot newer. So anyway, yeah, I mean, there's an obvious outlier here. The Florida teams being in the Atlantic.
I mean, I guess they're not metropolitan, which is why they threw them in the Atlantic.
Right, but they're also newer, you know.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hold on, I gotta look this up so I don't sound like an idiot. Original NHL teams. So they're referred to as the original 6.
Can I guess?
Go for it, yeah.
Rangers.
Yes.
All right, question. Are they spread out or are they all in one region of the country?
They are all in a fairly concentrated part of the world.
Bruins.
Correct, yes. You got New York and Boston. Good job.
Keep the string going. Chicago.
Man, you're on a roll.
Man. Crazy
how that works.
Kind of going out on a limb with Pittsburgh here?
No.
Okay. Limb broke. Gotcha. The Detroit?
Yes.
That's 3, 4.
That is. So you said New York. You said Detroit twice, by the way. You said New York, Boston, and Detroit. You're missing one.
Oh, Philadelphia.
No.
All right.
I think you're missing one.
Pennsylvania's.
What have you said so far?
I have said Boston, Rangers, and Chicago. Those are the ones I've been correct on.
Sorry. Well, then you've got 4. I thought you said Detroit twice. So, yeah, Boston, Chicago, Detroit, New York.
Okay. Toronto.
Yeah.
5.
That's 5.
Buffalo.
Nope.
Ottawa.
Nope.
Okay, it's not Calgary.
It's not Calgary. How the Chaz? I said they're in the same part of the country or same part of the world. And you're going Calgary?
Oh, Calgary. I was my bad. My bad. I meant Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Canucks.
The Canucks. No, it is not Vancouver. Is it?
Is it Jersey?
Bro, hey, wait a minute.
Oh, Montreal.
Th-
Montreal.
This, I was about to
Montreal.
say, this is Vancouver.
I
was
see
like,
the
wait
C.
Like, I'm looking, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Jazz, you're dumb, dude.
Vancouver is way over there. Yes, it's Montreal.
That's worse than Calgary.
That's so much worse. That's literally the only team that's further west than Vancouver are the Sharks. And they're practically in the Pacific Ocean.
You're doing great, Jazz, and then you brought up Calgary and Vancouver.
Dude.
What?
Dude, you're on a roll. You got the first 4 in 5 guesses. And then after that, you just fell off a cliff.
See, I was looking at the Canadiens logo and I saw the C.
Mm-hmm. They are the Montreal Canadiens. So, also referred to as the Habs. I don't really know what a Hab is, but
That's why the H is in the logo.
That's right, exactly. So anyway, in order, Montreal was founded in 1909 and then joined the NHL with Ontario in 1917, when Toronto was also founded in 1917. And then Boston followed in 1924. And then Chicago, Detroit, New York followed in 1926.
Gotcha.
So all of those teams, all the last 3 teams I just listed are coming up on their 100-year anniversary.
Getting close.
Getting close.
I guess it's a good thing that the Coyotes are moving to Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
They'll stay in the same division.
Yeah, it's real easy. So anyway, with all of that being said, you would think the original 6 would be in the same. No, actually, because it was probably at one point it was like a North versus South situation.
Probably.
You got Detroit, Toronto, and Montreal versus New York. Where did they go?
Chicago.
Boston. What? Oh, Boston and Chicago. But anyway, so that's kind of the history of the league there with the original 6. But just the Florida teams being in the Atlantic is just ridiculous. So,
I definitely feel like.
Let me count how many teams are in each division real quick.
I definitely feel like hockey has had the most movement of any sport.
1, 2, 3.
When it comes to relocation
6,
or just adding new teams.
Yeah,
I think,
they had a lot of new teams.
I think it's because hockey's growing a lot quicker than football, basketball, and baseball because they've been around for over 100 years. At least baseball has. Basketball's been around a long time. Football's been around a long time too. But I remember, so what were the divisions before the Golden Knights and the Kraken? What teams were in the West that moved to the East? Dallas and Minnesota or Winnipeg?
It's Colorado and either Dallas or Winnipeg. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you without looking it up. But so there are 8 in each division, if that helps.
So 32 teams, yeah.
32 teams.
As of like 3 years ago, or whenever the Kraken and Golden Knights came in.
The Kraken.
I want to say it was 2021. It may be like 2019. I don't remember. Again, not huge into hockey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Canes fan. They joined the NHL in 2021. Good job, man.
2021. Look at me. Look at the kid.
Look at the kid. All right, so let's redraw the lines here. I'd say we start in the Northeast and go from there.
Oof.
Yeah. Montreal.
Yep.
1. Ottawa. 2. Toronto. 3.
Buffalo.
4. The Bruins. 5. The Islanders. 6. The Rangers. 7. And the
New Jersey. Yeah.
8.
Yeah, I throw them in there.
And then Philly, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Columbus,
Carolina,
Carolina, Tampa,
Washington.
Florida, and Washington. I think that was 8.
Name them again.
All right,
The
Florida.
Pennsylvania teams.
Hold on. Florida, Tampa, Carolina, Washington, Philly, Pittsburgh, Detroit,
Columbus. That's 8.
That's 8. All right.
And then the West is
And then
about as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah. So then Nashville, Chicago, St. Louis, Minnesota, Winnipeg, Dallas,
Colorado.
Colorado. What the fuck? Am I miscounting? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who the hell did we take out of this?
You're right. Who did we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Son of a bitch. Starting Dallas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, I'm with you.
Hold on. The Stars, the Jets, the Avalanche, the Predators, the Blues, the Wild, the Coyotes. Interesting. And the Blackhawks should all be in the blue. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's what's throwing us off.
That's what's throwing us off. Because in the Pacific Division, it is the Canucks, the Oilers, the Kings, the Golden Knights, the Flames, the Kraken, the Ducks, and the Sharks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Faulty map, because Arizona should definitely be in blue then.
This is a faulty map. Just imagine that's blue. All right. Anyway, as we were, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
This is not bad. I don't know. I mean, at this point, you're either taking Calgary or Arizona. Because the alternative would be that we do it Sharks, Kings, Ducks, Knights, Coyotes, Avalanche, Dallas, and Blues, which just doesn't make any sense.
No, yeah.
So good job in the West, guys. Good job in the West. It's really just the Florida teams that screw this up. Good job.
Pretty
Mikey.
much.
Yeah.
Florida, man.
I hate to see it.
I do want to get into this super specific sports topic that I had.
Sure.
So, Drew, I showed you over the weekend. There's a stat that popped up during the Detroit Tigers and Arizona Diamondbacks baseball game. There was an outfielder for the Tigers who was the first pinch hitter to get thrown out at home plate trying to stretch a triple into an inside the park home run since some dude named Ira Flagstead all the way back in 1922.
Yeah, because, I keep track of that. So what you're saying is he was due.
That's what my dad said. My dad said it had to happen eventually. Which, I mean, guess, but how do you find that? Did someone make a note of it in their scorebook all the way back in 1922? Dude should have had a triple. I mean, got thrown out, man. But, I mean, super specific stats like that. I remember them, I feel like they first came around, I don't know, about 10 or so years ago. Really when analytics was, hitting it hard.
It's not just baseball either. I remember, there have been multiple points in, LeBron's career where they're LeBron James is the first basketball player to stand at 6'6", wear a size 17 shoe, wearing number 6, on the road who dribbled with his left hand 3 times, spun around, and shot a 3 twice in one game. I'm like, yes, this is good.
He did do those things.
Those are correct. I'm not gonna really fact check you. Go back and watch every 6'6", size 17 shoe on the road dribble with his left hand.
Right.
Yeah.
No, why? My guess as to why broadcast started putting those in was to compare a player to like an all-time great. Like, I don't know. This is a made-up stat.
It's like Anthony Edwards and Kevin Garnett. It was like first Timberwolf in a game 7 to have, so many points and so many rebounds. I was like,
right.
That's a pretty specific stat, but it's nowhere near as specific as this guy, who's a pinch runner.
Right. So like that one, like if it's just like in a game 7, points, rebound, like basic stats.
Yeah.
No, like on the road on a Tuesday night that makes it super specific. Right. It's got to be like just on the road, points, rebounds. You could throw in minutes played, something like that. I'm like, all right, that's good stat. First one since Kevin Garnett. Good company. Yeah. But when it's like, I don't know, Austin Riley is the first Braves third baseman on a Wednesday day game on the road when the weather is 34 degrees or higher to hit a double and a home run in consecutive innings since Chipper Jones. And I'm like, I appreciate I get that you're trying to be like, this guy's in good company, but like you're also making it too specific to where there can't be that many guys who have done that.
There's statistics, there's trends, and there's analytics, and then there's just coincidences.
Right.
It's like, yes, Chipper Jones is a really good third baseman that played for the Braves for a long time. Austin Riley is a really good third baseman who is on his way to hopefully play for the Braves for a really long time. Just mathematically speaking, there's going to be coincidences between the two men.
Right. Like I really hate when football or basketball broadcasts get like the decimal points thrown in there into their stats. Like he's averaging 19.4. Like just say 19. Like, if you throw a couple more guys that no one knows in there because you lowered it by 0.4 points, so be it.
I definitely heard decibels with a B. I was like, I didn't realize they started using decibels like crack off the bat as a metric.
They should. That'd be great.
Austin Riley is the first Brave to break the 95 decibel mark.
That would be.
That would be a very loud bat crack. But I just used a made up number.
No,
but yeah, that would be a very loud bat crack. But yeah, we should definitely let's call what's his name, Manfred.
Yeah, Rob Manfred.
Yeah, let's call Rob up. Hey, bro.
Exit velo? Screw that. We're going with decibels.
Exit velo and launch angle? Hell no. Did it sound good?
Did it sound good? That's a great one. No, but okay.
That's how I feel playing golf. We may be on the first tee box and it may be on the fourth fairway because it but damn it, did it sound good?
In baseball, I guess golf too, but you're also hitting with a metal club, not to like diss golf at all in any aspect, but like, it's something about when a hitter gets a hold of one and it hits it and you're just like,
that was great. Yeah. I think if baseball really wants to up the viewership, you should get one metal bat a game.
like a break glass. Like, all right, this guy right now.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah. Like if there was ever a moment we need a home run, it's right now. Here you go, Bubba. Go daddy hack that thing.
And none of this BB core BS. It's going to be
exactly. No, it's going to be a juiced bat from like the early 90s.
Yes.
Why not? Why not?
Hey, make it fun.
Cork it too. I don't care. Let
Tennis
that bitch
balls.
fly. Yeah, something, anything.
I'm trying to see how oh, I've seen you've seen the meme where it's the guy like, we should make an XFL version of baseball where steroids are encouraged, metal
Steroids are
bats.
required. Let's see how far a human can hit a baseball.
So for real, like let's
Yeah.
actually see how this can go.
If that was the thing, would you make the stadium bigger?
No,
No.
no, because I want to see it go out of like a
You
regular
want to
stadium.
see 19 home runs a game.
I want to see how far they can go. That's why I love playing.
Should they count double if they clear the stadium?
That's a good question. But this is why I like playing when I do home run derbies on the show. That's why I like playing in Colorado
Oh yeah, 100%.
because I'm hitting balls 500 feet.
Well, that's why when the Olympics were in Mexico City, due to the elevation, multiple throwing and jumping world records were broken that Olympics.
You're just like, wow, this dude could throw.
Yes, and but all right. Well, Bubba, I hate to call it short, but
No, you're good.
close us out. Take us home.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining our ramblings for the evening. We hope to do this semi-regularly.
We be yapping.
We do podcast name?
Maybe. Who
We
knows?
be yapping?
We be yapping.
Yeah, we're still workshopping that. But again, thank you guys. Honestly, if you're listening to this, you're either a friend or family of us. If you're not a friend or family, and you're listening to this, bless you. Like, subscribe, comment, I guess. I don't know what to do. This is our first
I
time,
was about
so
to say, is this going on YouTube?
I hope to. When? I don't know. Whenever I get around to editing this sucker.
Cool.
But thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.